For this Thursday, April 14th, live and local. This is CTV News at 6 o'clock. Tonight, final salutes. Hundreds gather for a police chief's funeral.
There was nothing really lukewarm about Myles. He was a passionate fellow.
Afraid to go to school. These parents say the bully must go.
I have heard nothing from the school, nothing from the school board. We are going on a day-to-day basis.
Babies having babies. Teen pregnancy rates double the national average.
The more people are aware and they can start actually being preventive instead of reactive.
Too cool to be cats. A Good Samaritan snips away at a ballooning population.
What she does for the cat colonies is above and beyond.
And the cost of being Canadian, why American prices are still so much lower.
There are real consequences from a strong Canadian dollar, and not all those consequences are good.
Live from our Maritime News Center, this is CTV News. Here is Steve Murphy.
Hello again, everyone. It was a turnout of mourners so massive they filled 2 churches. Close to 1,200 people, family, friends, and colleagues today bid farewell to Myles Burke. The chief of the Cape Breton Regional Police died suddenly of natural causes last weekend at the age of 49. As CTV's Randy McDonald tells us tonight, he was today honored and remembered by everyone as a top cop.
Officers on motorcycles and on horseback, a marching pipe band, and a highway lined with a police honor guard. The funeral procession for Myles Burke reflected the high esteem colleagues held for their chief. A predecessor who mentored Burke as he rose through the ranks says the chief's legacy includes a dedicated professional force which has grown to more than 200 officers.
That team is going to pull together and soldier on exactly what he would expect them to do. They were loyal to him. They were loyal to the police service.
People respected him. He did a lot for community policing. He was a leader as far as supporting efforts for drug enforcement.
Burke's determination to clean up the illicit drug trade took countless dealers off the streets and led to the seizure of millions of dollars in drugs.
He took on the drug problem with a vengeance, went about systematically dismantling the organizations that were plaguing the community.
A much larger community turned out for the funeral mass. Police and politicians from across the country attended the service. The crowd was so large, many mourners watched the mass on a live video link to a parish hall and an adjacent church.
There was nothing really lukewarm about Myles. He was a passionate fellow. One of the things he really worked for was a safe community. And that was a wonderful thing to think of. That was one of the things he wanted, was a good, safe community.
It was the kind of service usually reserved for an officer killed in the line of duty. But Burke, who was training for the Boston Marathon, died of natural causes. That doesn't make his death less tragic for his wife, 2 daughters, and a community which has lost what one fellow officer today described as an icon in and out of uniform. Randy McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
A group of parents